Hey folks, rinimt here, and welcome to Undusted Letters from the Past. Thank you to Twitch Productions for the code. I've been looking forward to this since I saw the trailer. So let's dive in. When I think of my family home, the first thing that comes to mind are the glittering lake, the gently sloping hills. After walking through the bustling streets over the hills along the lakeside, my house and its bright red roofs soon came into view. I would chat with Mom and Dad as we passed through the front gate together, and the big lemon tree in the yard would always greet us. For someone like me who lacked courage, maybe all I needed was an excuse, no matter how small. A letter from my aunt was enough. Dear Adora, long time no see. How have you been? Are you doing all the things you've always wanted to do? It's been a while since I've heard from you. Come to think of it, the last time we saw each other was at Lily's funeral. I'm sorry to trouble you after all this time, but I can't find the necklace your mother gave me. I'm fairly certain that I left it at your house after one of my visits. I really thought I had lost it for good, you know? I know it's a bit of a hassle, but could you send it to me? It should be in the attic. That's where Lily and I spent most of our time together when I was over. Thank you. Love, your aunt. It's been a long time since I last came back. I should tidy up the place. Suppose now's the right time. For the time being, it's the least I can do. The key. Here it is. It's rusted all over. I'll have to clean it before I can use it. Clean. Alright. Hold RT, move the right stick around to zoom in and out. Right stick to move the key. RB and right to move. RB wants to reset. Click the tool on the left and press A to clean it. Clean. Yeah, this other side really needs it, huh? Hints unlocked. Clean. I'm not getting as many of the big jumps now, am I? There's that. It must be a little bit at the top or something. There it is. So reaching 99% clean progress will enable wrap up. Finish by either hitting 100 or by pressing the wrap up button. I'm gonna hit 100. There's 0.05. I will find it. There it is. Told you I'd find it. Memories beneath the dust. When was the last time this place was clean? There's so much dust that I can barely breathe. I need to go to the attic and find that necklace. Why is it locked? Now that I think of it, I've hardly ever been into the attic. Mom was always the one in charge of it. Oh well, I need to clean the rest of the house anyway. Yeah, the key should eventually turn up. Where should I even start? House key has been used in a long time. After being neglected for so long, the house was so heavily laden with dust that I needed a mask to breathe normally. I opened the window and started clearing out some of the dust. When it was cleaning day, I used to be in charge of the floors. Mom took care of the furniture, and Dad handled the windows and any tall places that were out of reach. I closed my eyes. I could almost hear it all again. The sounds of Mom wiping down the furniture, Dad's humming. While cleaning the living room, I found a dust-covered photo frame on the shelf. I was inside was our first family photo. Chapter 1. Once upon a time. Clean the item. Select. When we had to take our first family photo, Dad had made a peculiar suggestion. While it wasn't unusual for him to say or do something quirky, none of us saw it coming. Why don't we all wear animal costumes? It'll be Adora's first ever family photo, so let's make it a special and unforgettable experience. He pleaded like a giddy child, arms firmly wrapped around the large costume. Mom nodded a deep sigh. Here we go again. It was massive. He really loved his jokes and pranks. A complete 180 from Mom. Alright. Start cleaning. Start getting it off. We never ended up wearing the costumes like he had wanted to. Be getting in those cracks? I would think. Yeah, okay, I just have to be over them for a little while. Alright, time to get the back. It's a lot of dust. This and like so. Cool. Get those little crevices again. Hints unlocked. I guess hints would be like, where am I missing some dust? Right. Probably. And like so. Let's see, I feel like it's probably down here. It's along the edge somewhere, right? Probably, maybe not. Maybe. Oh my gosh, it's plate 1. Ah! Oh, I found it. It was on the latch. 100% any stage without a hint. Honey, don't you think there's a reason why people take more traditional photos? Because they couldn't come up with anything creative. Are you serious? Can't we just take a normal picture? But Adora, look at this. What a cute cat. Oh, you're only... So you're only trying to talk Adora into your plan now? Our first family photo together. A seemingly ordinary picture with an amusing story behind it. And so ensued a battle between an unstoppable father and an immovable mother. As always, Mom won, leaving Dad with his shoulders hunched in defeat. While Mom was talking to the photographer, I snuck over to Dad and whispered, "Let's wear costumes next time." He only responded with a slight nod. When I looked at the photo afterwards, I saw he had given me bunny ears. Mom noticed shortly afterward and gave Dad a light rap on the head, but the sheer dad-like triumph on his face sent us all into a fit of laughter. Alright, 100% perfect! Alright, a fitting appearance. Handle looks a little broken. When I was young, Mom often told me it was dangerous to go into the kitchen or attic alone, but the more someone told me not to do something, the more I wanted to do it. One day when Mom and Dad were out, I excitedly went to the kitchen to examine the cupboard that was just barely within reach. My heart was pounding as I opened the cupboard. There were many beautiful porcelain teacups, and I took out the one I thought was prettiest. Suddenly, the front door opened with a creak. Someone was back. It was the sound of porcelain breaking on the floor, or crash. The teacup slipped out of my hands. The sharp sounds of shattering porcelain froze me in place. I heard Mom urgently calling my name. When she came into the kitchen and saw what had happened, her face froze. Aha. Her face was so pale and stern. I had never seen her look like that before. I have multiple things. Aha. Get a bunch of this grime off. Oh. I feel like this is gonna be maybe more productive. Switch between, I guess. There was, I thought, in options. Controller. Select unselect. Okay, up is. Okay, it's just default, so that. Okay. Okay, so there is a quick swap. Yeah, the sponge is not getting it nearly as well. Toothbrush is just smaller. I think. What's this symbol? It must have some kind of meaning. Alright, hints unlocked. I don't need them. I just keep scrubbing until I find the 0.05% or whatever I'm missing. I can still see some on the handle. I mean, there's still a lot, right? Yep, there's a whole chunk right there. And the inside is still really bad. Oh, here's some more. Here. I'm picking up small percentages. Very small percentages. Oh, I found a little bit. There's some there. The small oh, some around the base of the teacup. Like so. Any more? I mean, obviously, yes, there's more. It's where? Oh, right there, right there, right there. I mean, it looks like it's right there. I'm getting bits. And right there. I feel like it's all inside. Maybe. Maybe. Is this? It is. I don't want to use. I can't hide. There's still 0.75, 0.6. Uh. 0.45. Nothing's coming up. Oh, oh, 0.3! Must be something. Somewhere. 0.15! We're getting there. Here, here. Oh my gosh. Ah! Zoom in on it. I can't see anything! I'm so close. Must be at the base, right? Base feels the most annoying. But there's like a speck somewhere. I will find the speck. Somewhere. It's here somewhere! Oh my gosh, this is gonna drive me insane. Hey, right there? No. Maybe. No. Maybe. Oh my goodness, come on. I've scrubbed this thing so clean. I don't know where it's at. Has to be somewhere. Right? Presumably? I don't want a hint. I found it! Yay! It was somewhere on the handle, apparently. Mom! I'm sorry. I didn't mean to break it. Dora, are you okay? Are you hurt anywhere? Mom, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I didn't listen to you. I even broke one of the teacups. It's okay, Adora. Everything's okay as long as you aren't hurt. Porcelain teacup is barely intact, one of Mom's most treasured possessions. After giving me a big hug, she started to carefully gather the shards of porcelain in silence. I still couldn't forget how she had looked at the broken teacup. Next day, I secretly retrieved the shards from the trash and clumsily glued everything back together. Then I returned the fragile teacup to its place in the cupboard, hoping that Mom would feel better after seeing it. When Mom discovered the teacup later, she murmured, "This is a much more fitting appearance." I didn't understand why, but her smile looked bitter. Alright. That 1.15. What glows in the dark? Mom loved writing with fountain pens, no matter how long the letter or document. Whenever I asked if it was tiring to write so much by hand, she would always say, "It's difficult, but it's worth it." Mom had a routine before writing. First, she would sit at her desk with perfect posture, then she'd neatly lay out a fresh sheet of paper. Finally, she'd select one ink bottle from her collection and gracefully dip the nib of her exquisite fountain pen. I loved watching this process, so I used to quietly sit beside her whenever she took up her pen. Watching her fill empty sheets of paper with her handwriting imparted a special feeling I couldn't experience anywhere else. She had so many inkwells. Sometimes I'd spend half a day just looking at them all. I don't think she used this one very often. Alright. Let's start scrubbing off. Oh, it's not doing well at getting... Oh gosh, there's gonna be so many little crevices here. Here we go again. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Down here. Down here. Oh, that's cool. Like the ink inside, you can see it moving as I do this. Get the big bits. Really? Okay. This label looks a little damaged, eh? That's really cool that you could like see the stuff in there moving. As I turn it around. This here, there's a speck. There's a speck. Blue ink. There's some here, I think. There's a bunch over here. That's just on there, huh? Okay, here we go again. 0.75. 0.55. 0.5. There are more on them. Oh, there was a speck. I think. Didn't move the bar though. And now. Oh, ooh, ooh. No, it was only 0.1. Ooh, go down to 0.2. We will find it. Oh no, I found 0.05. Down to, oh, we're down to 0.1. Here we go again. Less surface area though. Oh, come on. .05. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. Name 4 objects to 100%. A glows in the dark. Only in the darkest of nights can you discover the star hidden within. Louis. That's a quote from Mom's favorite writer. Why is it written on here? Because it's a limited edition ink. Dad and I were still university students, so it took him a lot of hard work to buy it. But it looks new. Is it because you don't want to waste it? Dora, let me show you something. If you write with this ink and then turn off the lights, can you see the words glowing? The darker the room is, the brighter the ink shines. Oh wow! To Adora, Lillian, Ash's beloved daughter. You need to eat a variety of foods to grow up big and strong. And I hate carrots. If you become brave enough to finish your carrots, I'll give you a fountain pen as a present. Bleh. That's what I had to say. Quote from a famous writer is displayed on the label. I adored fountain pens, so it was an irresistible offer. Mom looked to into my awestruck eyes and said, "Do you know why I love fountain pens? Because you can learn about someone through their handwriting. Even if I wrote something without much thought behind it, I learned more about myself after reading those words." She gently closed the inkwell. For some reason after that day, I never saw her use a fountain pen again. Alright. That's one. Achieving happiness. Clean the item. Dad absolutely loved music. Whenever he could, he'd be humming or playing various instruments. He told me that he used to be in a children's choir, and he had joined a band during his university days. Whenever he returned home from work, he'd sing a little song he composed titled "Dad Loves Coming Home." Mom would always warn him about disturbing the neighbors, but she never masked her smile. Thanks to Dad, music enriched every dimension of our lives. So, turtle. The first line always made me laugh. What was it again? "You can't hold me back, I'm free. No one can ever stop me." Was that it? Alright. Turtle! Oh. Turtle. That makes sense. It's a musical instrument. Yeah, bunch off with this. And then start with a toothbrush. The little feetsies. Little feetsies. Little feetsies. Like so. And still more up here. Has to be. Little feetsies. Little feetsies. Protect our turtles, etc., etc. Work on the bottom here. There. This little feetsy. And this little feetsy. There's a whole bunch right there. Almost there. Need to really get the sides. Okay. We're down to the last points. I have to try and find somewhere. This looks fine, I guess. It didn't look fine. Oh, I found something. There's still some grime in the lines. No. Somewhere? Maybe. Points 1 to 4. Somewhere. Please. Point 07! This is cruel. There's like a crevice somewhere. That is being very rude to me. I'm just gonna find it, like, sometime. right? I feel like I've gone over the whole thing. This is an annoying part of trying to get all 100% without hints, specifically. And it's gonna bug me if I don't. Ah! It's somewhere! I need to check achievements. Is there one for olives? Okay, I'm not seeing anything for no hints. How do I get a hint? I need to actually look up the controller binding for this one. LT. Is that really the hint? Oh. It was a tiny little speck. Oh my goodness. Adora, I'm done after my hit single Dad Loves Coming Home. My newest release is Dad Loves The Weekend. Dad, you sure you're not a kid too? You got me. Since my secret's out, how about a song? Where'd I put my ocarina? Dad, if you love music so much, why did you become an accountant? Music and accounting are completely different. That's a good question, Adora. See, I love music, but doesn't mean I can't live without it. On the other hand, I get itchy if I don't work with numbers for even a single day. To achieve happiness, it's not about doing what you want, it's about doing what you can't live without. When you find something like that, you'll understand exactly how I feel. Cute turtle-shaped ocarina. Dad then started to joyfully play his ocarina. His face was that of a man who had everything he needed to be happy. I suddenly grew curious and asked, then what can't you live without? He replied, Lily and Adora, that's why I'm the happiest man in the world. He then declared that his next song would be named Dad is Super Duper Happy. Despite my laughter, I couldn't wait to hear the next release in his Dad series. I often found myself humming his songs and his words stayed with me. But I also find something I couldn't live without. Alright, 100% perfect. Because that one speck! Discreet apology.